Johnny,
Tim,
aloha, welcome to Maui, the Valley Isle. What an unbelievable place to be, to do wind sport, water sport, everything that you might want to do. You and I were talking just the other day about how amazing this sport has been, how revolutionary it is. And you know, when they say that the old dog can't learn new tricks, I say, ha ha! Believe it or not, Johnny, some people would think that we are old dogs.
yeah, well, Tim, what I would add is that's because it's true. we're not spring chickens.
We're not spring chickens. There's no clucking going on here.
Yeah, but the thing to remember is we may be old dogs, but last I checked, we're not dead dogs.
We're not dead dogs.
So
this dog still hunts, at least a little bit. We're not putting ourselves out to pasture. I think that the amazing thing with foiling is that, you know, in the last year, really, John and I have gone from zero level of expertise in certain disciplines of foiling to at least a very competent level of, you know, we're dare I say, good at some of these disciplines. There's always room to grow, and I grow almost every day, but that's less than a year. And it's interesting, you know, a year ago I was here in Maui and I was riding a wave storm at Poco, and I had a great time. Well, after going out on a prone foil surf session at guardrails and getting up and being able to use the whole expanse of the wave left and right, that longboard surfing that I did at Poco when I did it again this year seems so slow. Foiling is revolutionizing pretty much every water sport that you can imagine, and the thing is, the progression and ability to learn, if you're interested, is something that you can do at any age. And so in a year, let's just go through this a little bit. We've increased our ability to wake foil, and if you're watching this, you've seen us on a wake foil quite a bit, and that's something anybody can learn with proper instruction. Be safe about it, but anybody can learn that. You've become a quite accomplished a prone foil surfer. I've become a competent prone foil surfer. We've learned how to wing foil. We've learned how to windsurf foil. And so in all these things, it's taking those skills that existed in terms of other sports, and it's just next leveled it. And the thing is, you can learn this at any age. The old dogs, if we can do it, we're not professional athletes. We've never been sponsored. I'm pretty sure a sponsor's never even looked towards us. I don't, you know, it's just a couple of guys. Guys like you, women like you. If you're interested in getting into this sport and going ahead and do it, just try it. Just begin. Because you can learn it and the progression is fast. And going cross-discipline, when you go from wake foil to prone surf foil to wing foil to kite foil, whatever your foil ambition and excitement area is, they all translate to each other and help you progress across all the various forms of foiling.
I would agree. I think I do have a tip.
You have a tip?
I have a tip.
Okay.
To add. You know, for me, I had some experience surfing, you know, behind the boat, doing stuff like that. The beauty of foiling is, you know, I think you're going to see more of it. It is a game changer across those disciplines, because what it does is it just opens up new breaks, new spots. You can have fun where you couldn't even dream of it before.
Yeah, right.
Low wind, any of this stuff. So you know, credit to all the creators of this gear and pushing that. But I think the important thing on it is, you know, there are times as an old dog that you feel like an old dog. You got the demandments, the responsibilities, life. You know, it's not easy, right?
Yeah,
like I have 4 kids, got a job, all this stuff, and it's balancing it out. But you know, it can be a little overwhelming, right? It's almost like life happens. But I think the tip I would add is, in any of this, what I found through this is we kind of made a commitment, right? We said, hey, we want to learn this foiling. It's a new sport, looks fun. Let's figure it out. There's like this inertia point. Doesn't have to do with foiling. I think it has to do in general, where, you know, for me, it's like you're stressed, you're in these ruts. Here's all this stuff that I'm doing. Am I going to even take the time? And the thing is, it's not like a lot of time, but I think if you take the time to just step out of whatever it is you're doing and say, hey, I'm going to participate. I'm going to go for a little bit. I'm going to try this.
Yeah.
Foiling, anything that you love. I think what happens is the most valuable thing is your time gets encroached upon, and they might be very good reasons. You got job, kids, work, but those things that really, you know, make you feel alive, or that you're good at, or passions you've had as a kid. It was interesting when this foiling came around, and then we started doing these videos. I think it forced us to get out of that inertia phase.
Yeah, right.
I've had the best fun and the most fun on days where it sucks. On days where you're even out there for like a half hour because it's nuking rain and we're just gonna try something. And but you come back in, you're like, hey, I got out of that comfort zone. I put the time in, and that's how the progression works. So the myth that when you get old you can't learn new things, that's completely false. In fact, I'm learning a ton. I forgot how stupid I was. I'm helping my daughter do 3rd grade. You know, Tim, I'm learning about the water cycle. I'm learning about planets. This is all stuff I forgot. So, you know, get out of that comfort zone. Put energy into the stuff that you love. And each day, that's the thing. I think the key is each day you spend a little time doing something you love, you can progress in. You're gonna get good at it.
Yeah, and that's, you know, remove friction points. And so if you're trying to learn how to play guitar, make sure that guitar is sitting on a guitar tree so you can just grab it, where you don't have to, I know it sounds small, but open the case, bring the case out of the closet, put it back in the case, put it in a tree, grab it for 5 minutes. If you're thinking about foiling or another sport, don't hold out like I have to go for an hour and a half or 2 hour bike ride to get better. If you can go for 20, 25 minutes, do that. If you can go foiling for a short period of time, do that. The thing about foiling that has been so much fun is that progression is so rapid, and it's each time you go out you learn something. Every time I go out to wing foil, I'm a little bit better than I was before that day started. Anytime we go out to wake foil, I think we learn something a little bit more about how to carve, how to pump, and this feedback loop of learning more, getting better, and getting the reward of getting into the flow state, at least for us with foiling, but you'll have your own thing, is that it couldn't be more true that old dogs can learn new tricks.
Well, and the last thing I'd add though is just the process is a lot of fun, because the advantage you have as an old dog is the smallest accomplishments can seem monumental, right? Because you're like, look, I'm no longer a spring chicken, but I can actually kind of do this.
That's right. If we were young and we were trying to prone foil surf and we could barely get up, we'd be pretty disappointed. But as an old guy, you get up there, or an old gal, you get up there, you're up on that prone foil surf, and you got a big smile from ear to ear because you're doing something that you never even thought you'd be able to do.
Stay stoked, get out and do what you love, and remember, old dogs can learn new tricks. And even slightly new tricks to old dogs feel great.
They feel great. They feel like big tricks. So thanks so much for checking out this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram. Come back for more content in terms of just how to do more of what it is that you love. Thank you so much for being part of the Half-Life Nation. We really appreciate you. Stick around, watch the rest of our videos. If you have any comments or questions, please just leave a comment on our YouTube channel, shoot us an email. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to be a resource to you so that you can do more of what you love. We're gonna say, because we're here on Maui, we're gonna say aloha, mahalo, and we'll see you again soon.
OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW.
I kind of like that one. The feel good.
Good at what I do. I'm OMW. Watch me walk away, putting myself on display. 1, 2, 3 a day. I'm on my way, on my way. I'ma have you on tiptoes, watching my diamond have to go. I know you wanna take me home. I'm on my way, on my way. On my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW. OMW. On my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW. On my way, on my way. They wanna judge me, I'll testify. Catch me on Insta, I'm verified. They want me quiet, I amplify. terrified. Thing that you've ever seen. You know that you bow to the queen. You lose all your senses and reason. I'll give you something to believe in.
Uh-oh.
OMW.
You know what that was?
Oh